Welcome back. Time for Cash Tags. We're going to look at retail trends here on this Black Friday. And joining us from Likefolio.com is Megan Brantley, the VP of Research at Likefolio.com. Megan, it seems that it's been like death taxes and like retail trends and sentiment favoring Amazon and Walmart. So I'm just going to guess that your data is going to say something similar. But why don't you walk us through what you guys are following?
Yeah, so whenever we look at especially how all of these retailers are faring in this critical season for these names, we see a clear line in the sand. I think that at large, a lot of this we're looking at e-commerce data, and we see a shift in a lot of consumers who are selective about where they're shopping and what they're buying, and they're looking online to do their research. And this is really benefiting names like Amazon and names like Walmart. And so you can see this on a chart. We have really significant year-over-year growth in activity for Amazon, which could be probably one of the biggest plays heading into this holiday season on our end, because the stock just hasn't gained as much traction as, say, a name like a Walmart that has been really successful over the last year in gaining these higher earning consumers and retaining them and shifting them outside of areas from just going online in Walmart to shop for groceries to now they're buying apparel, they're buying electronics, they're shopping for other things. And so I think that that's one thing that Walmart has done a really, really good job of, is not only attracting those shoppers, but keeping them and allowing them to find value. Whenever we look at the other names on this list, when you look at a Target, this is one that struggled. Last quarter, it struggled. We do see some signs of traction whenever we look at its app data specifically and its Target Circle membership. So I think that there are still signs of life for this retailer. But whenever we look at our data, you see Walmart and Amazon just outperforming, and a lot of that is because of how easy these retailers have made it to log on, get on the app, look through a ton of inventory, and have something shipped to you really, really quickly.
Megan, we just went through an incredible earnings a week or so where Walmart came out with earnings with a big beat, talking about non-grocery spending, discretionary spending doing extremely well. We connected the dots to think maybe Target would do the same. They came in with the opposite, weak discretionary. What does your data show about, Walmart competing with Amazon, Target competing with Walmart and Amazon, and how that's playing out? I mean, and you throw Costco in the mix there, and though I don't think I want Walmart wrapping paper on my Christmas present from my children, that the overall look of Walmart has changed as a retailer over the last several years. They compete with anybody and everybody. Megan?
Yeah, I think that one of the best things that ever happened to Walmart was when it no longer required consumers to actually enter its stores. I think that this really changed the entire perception of the brand for a lot of consumers. And now you have consumers who are looking online and they're finding things that not only are a lower price point, but maybe have a bit of a higher quality level than they were previously expecting from a Walmart. And so Walmart has seemed to do a really good job of leveraging and understanding what products its consumers want and what they're willing to pay. And I think that that's where Target has kind of missed the boat. And this is a flop. This is a big switch from what we would have been talking about just a couple of years ago, where now it seems like Target has lost that value proposition with a lot of consumers, and it's trying to earn its way back. And we see signs that it is starting to earn its way back, but I think maybe last quarter was a bit too early to see kind of the benefits of some of the changes internally that Target is making. And obviously it still has some room for improvement, but Walmart clearly is outperforming and is giving consumers the value that they're looking for and doing a really good job of retaining those won over consumers that maybe came over during COVID because Walmart had really affordable groceries, and now they're realizing, wait a minute, I can buy other things from this retailer. So I think that, our data clearly shows Walmart's doing a good job, but we see Amazon doing extremely well also, and a lot of other tailwinds within Amazon that's helping to propel it that perhaps Walmart doesn't have to.
So, Megan, I think the point resonates really strong with me, too, how you kind of started this discussion, which is companies like Walmart and Amazon, you log on to and you can find things to get. You don't need to know what you want already because they sell essentially everything. So to me, then, it makes a lot of sense, too, in the backdrop that I think is basically consensus at this point, which is that consumers are a little bit more value and budget conscious. They're going to favor those efficient e-commerce players that can do that. Walmart and Amazon fit that bill. So as we look kind of deeper, second, third level, and we start thinking, what kind of companies could outperform this holiday season, is it going to have to be companies that have like an on-trend product? Because unless you're an Amazon or Walmart that sells everything and people are just going there to look for things, don't you have to then kind of think that you want it to then go to the website? Like it seems like right now, I guess what I'm trying to say is there clear winners that you guys see in some of these smaller, maybe more direct-to-consumer brands that are hiding kind of in the grass a little bit and underappreciated?
Yeah, I think that that's a really smart way to approach things. And I actually did look around for some outliers that we're looking at of overperformers. And we're seeing that consumers are really selective. They want something of high quality. And so these exclusive brands are performing really well. We see a lot of traction whenever you look at OnCloud. That is a name that those e-commerce numbers look really strong right now. Lululemon looks surprisingly strong. We have e-commerce levels up by double digits, which actually surprised me whenever I looked at it because Lululemon has struggled a bit over the last year. So we see names like Vuori, another high level of spending required. This brand is of high quality. And so I think that these exclusive and really, really high quality products are ones that are going to be really successful. And those are the ones that you can't get from like a Walmart, from an Amazon. So I think that there's plenty of opportunity in some of these other names. And we're seeing those at the higher level and, higher price tag level for sure.
Good stuff. Megan Brantley, appreciate you taking some time here on this Friday morning to set up the holiday season here for us. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. The VP of Research at LikeFolio.com.